Which countries love the iPhone the most? Now you'll see how the ranking of countries by the share of iPhone users among smartphone owners changed from 2007 to 2026.
Apple's iPhone is not just the best-selling gadget ever created, but it's also the most influential one. Since Steve Jobs showed us the iPhone in 2007 at the Macworld conference, Apple has sold close to 1.5 billion of them, fueling business for app developers and accessory makers globally. From there, Apple kept on improving the iPhone with the premium build quality, optimized OS updates, ecosystem, and many more to make it successful. And today, iPhone is the best-selling product of Apple. But with all this success, one question may arise. Originally, Apple was a PC manufacturer. Then how on earth did smartphones become their best-selling product? Well, it turns out iPhone was just not a phone that you can use to call or text. At the Macworld conference in 2007, Jobs said,
"Well, today, we're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device." These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
Back then, the market was dominated by BlackBerry, Nokia, and HTC. They only produced multimedia and button phones with whom you couldn't do much rather than calling and texting. Internet browsing was possible but on a small screen with a not-so-great interface. You get the idea of experience. That all changed with the introduction of the iPhone. It had a huge 3.5-inch screen with better 320 by 480 pixel resolution, internet connectivity, and a 2-megapixel rear camera. It could store all your music, photos, and everything all in a slim body. But it was the touchscreen that made the moon in a sky full of smartphone stars. Before the iPhone, touchscreen phones still existed, but you had to use a stylus to operate them. But with the iPhone, you could do that with just your fingers. Not only the iPhone had good features, its OS was also simple and needed less digging to find an option. Jobs always believed in minimalist perception, which was implemented on the iPhone. The rest was just perfecting your creation to the perfection for Apple. They started using a solid aluminum body instead of a plastic body, which gave the iPhone its premium identity and durability. From the very beginning, Apple was using their own in-house built chips, which gave them greater control over how the phone should perform. Not only that, they were able to achieve better hardware and software optimization. Apple's meteoric success proved to other big tech companies that the best products come when you make both the hardware and the software. Microsoft, Google, Facebook, and Amazon have all done the same in recent years, building huge gadget businesses on top of their softwares. Apple also considers how the iPhone should work with other Apple devices and accessories flawlessly, hence creating a magical ecosystem where everything just works. Need a file to share? Use AirDrop. Need to video chat? FaceTime is here. All of them are already built in, which means no download and installation. Not only features, their accessories would also work on multiple Apple devices flawlessly without ever needing to reconnect. Apple also reimagined its total supply chain business and strategy, so the iPhone sales can go up and end on the consumer's hand. Tim Cook believes that when it comes to technology such as smartphones, tablets, and laptops, they depreciate very quickly and loses 1 to 2% of its value each week. He also quoted, "Inventory is fundamentally evil. To run their supply chain operations smoothly, Tim Cook always tried to slash inventory from the very beginning to cut down on warehouse and make suppliers compete between themselves." Apple was also the first company to start trade-in policy in the US, which allowed customers to sell an older iPhone back to Apple and use the proceeds to get a new iPhone a lot cheaper and spend that extra cash on other devices or accessories. Or you can even decide not to. Next was their services, Apple Music, Fitness, Fitness Plus, and you could enjoy all of them from your iPhone. Back in 2003, when the music industry was in the war against piracy, Apple launched the iTunes Music Store and instantly gained attention amongst musicians and fans. It also allowed customers to buy original music at an affordable price. Later in 2015, they launched Apple Music to boost up overall iPhone sales. The iPhone also drove the smartphone accessory industry to its peak. Be it as simple as a screen protector, cases to high-end headphones, all are booming. In 2019, the worldwide accessories market realized total revenue of $511 billion. So now you can see Apple made a lot of effort behind the iPhone to succeed. For some, iPhone is the key to enter the Apple ecosystem and explore their other product line. In 2020, Apple was able to generate up to $1.37 billion of revenue from the iPhone alone. Even though Apple has diversified its product line with Watch, AirPods, and services, iPhone is still responsible for 50% of Apple's total revenue. Thanks for watching our video. Like, comment, and share with your friends if you find this video helpful. Subscribe to our channel if you want more videos like this on your feed.
Subscribe so you don't miss a thing. See you in the next ranking.